is David Snedeker, and I have Send a Problem. We talked about it a little bit last week, but I'm giving a little more detail here. Send a Problem. It's a good group work activity. You allow the students to come up with the questions themselves over the material. So each member of the group generates a problem and writes it down on a card. And then they are to, each member of the group then asks the question to the other members. So right there you have two things where they're having to write the question and then speak the question. And depending on their level will depend on how difficult a question they may come up with. One of these rules they have to have in their in the Send a Problem here is that the question has to be something that all the people in the group can agree upon and answer, come to a consensus on. So it's not much for debate. You want your questions to not be extremely open-ended. I find that you might want to guide, give an example of what kind of question. I'm going to have all of you do this. You're going to form groups, and you're going to each write a question on the card. And you put a Q on the question side of the card. And then when you write your questions, you present your questions to the group, and then the groups to answer the question. They all have to come and they have to vote saying this is going to be our answer as a group. So it involves discussion amongst all of them. What is the answer? Now there could be multiple answers, but they all have to come to this is the best answer that we think for a group.
No, it's worse than that.
After you've written your question, you're each going to take turns sharing your question to the group, and your group has to answer the question.
Yeah. Which president got? Which is the only president who gets stuck in the bathtub?
I don't know. Who was the first president to have an assassination attempt against their life?
To impeach or to...
I'm going to ask only two of you do questions and then just move on to the other group because I'm not going to run out of time.
The question is, where does the president live?
White House.
And I wrote, what was Ronald Reagan known for as a president?
Trickle-down economics.
There you go.
Jeez, wow,
I do 5th grade president, so...
Has everybody come to a consensus on the answers to your questions? You would write down these answers on the back side of the card. The group's answers to each question is answered as a group.
And one of the only
And then you
presidents
write the answer on the
have an
back.
assassination attempt against him and survive.
Yeah.
Is he the only one, or was there one more?
Only.
Only one.
All right. Hand your pass.
Well,
We're
it
gonna
actually
go
got
clockwise
shot.
on if your group sisters, hand your stack to the next group.
Full of fire. Because
Well, yeah,
We'll
no, I'm
probably
thinking
have
about
time
the
to finish,
squeaky
but I want you
frog.
to see what the
She
questions
went up with a gun and
other
it
groups
just
came up with.
fired. Wasn't it aimed at him? At Nixon?
that's the actual word. But I was like,
Oh,